Hi, and welcome to Back to the Kitchen. Today I'm here with my brother João Kopke. He is a surfer and a musician and a storyteller, according to himself. Okay, today we're going to talk about the objectification of women in male-dominated conversations. Amongst the men you know, how often in group conversations are women sexualized or degraded, objectified, etc., etc.?
Too often. Being a young fella amongst other young fellas like me, I get to hear a lot of nonsense. They're so usual that you don't even pay that much attention to it.
What would you say is the criteria for a group of men to classify a woman as a slut or as a dirty person, a whore?
Either because she wouldn't want to be with a guy, or she wanted to be with a guy from a group, or she wanted to be with the guy from somewhere else, or she was with everybody, or she was with nobody. Slut has like so many meanings.
So it could be anything.
Yeah, it could be anything. So there's basically no criteria.
Do you ever take part in those conversations?
I try not to. I guess they are disgusting, and sometimes you cannot run away from it because you're with this group, they're your friends, and you like them. They don't even look at this as a problematic thing.
Was there a point when you were younger where you didn't notice these things?
Well, I guess I partook in this kind of
Okay.
stuff. It just felt good to belong to that group of people. There was a time when I started feeling like, oh, okay, this is wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't know why. Mostly because it's jibba jabba talk. It's not true. What's being said, it's not true. It's a bunch of well accepted lies. And it became embarrassing because belonging to a group that talks about that when you don't want to hear that kind of stuff, it feels wrong being there.
Yeah.
So I just either try to talk about something else and create these awkward situations where you just say something that's totally out of the blue, or I will just leave.
Yeah. Do you ever try to reason with men who say stuff like that in group conversations? And what's the usual reaction if you do?
I used to teach boys to surf. I would try to reason with them. If you say a girl is a slut, she's not gonna want to hang out with you or your friends. Besides trying to tell boys, hey, this is morally wrong, I'll tell them this is kind of counterproductive for yourself.
Okay, yeah. No,
because
I get it.
I mean,
that's not the right reason, but it's what they're gonna listen to.
yeah, that's probably the most effective method to move the conversation away from.
Now we're gonna take a break and we're gonna play Fuck, Marry, Kill. Again, Game of Thrones edition. Yara Greyjoy, Ygritte, and Catelyn Stark.
I guess Yara wouldn't like to fuck me or marry me because she likes women. So I guess I would kill her. Can I fuck somebody like before I get married to the other person? I just don't want to cheat. It would be a dishonor. And my son would be a bastard. It would be a snow.
Yeah, that's true. But snows are turning out well.
Well, one has died. And the other one has died as well. But
to put your mind at ease, you can have a one-night stand with one of them and only after that marry the other.
Okay, so I'd have a one-night stand with Catelyn. I think Ygritte is more of a free-spirited kind of girl. I mean, Catelyn would be like a 5-star hotel person, and Ygritte would like to camp in a lonely beach with me. I would take Catelyn to a 5-star hotel, and then yes.
What do you think leads men to have those kinds of conversations when they're in groups?
First, it feels good to see somebody else not being as good. That's why kids do it a lot. Kids, like the older kids, make young kids feel bad, and I guess guys do the same with girls. if you like a girl, it's pretty easy. If she doesn't like you, it's pretty easy to say she's a slut. And when you're in a group, everybody wants to belong to the group they're in.
Yeah.
Especially like in a younger age.
How would you teach young boys to steer clear of this kind of attitude?
I would probably teach them the basics of the whole thing. That is, girls are not sluts regardless of what they do.
Unless they're prostitutes, yeah.
Yeah, if they're prostitutes, they can be sluts. It's wrong when you say a girl can be with a lot of guys, otherwise she's a slut.
So, now the questions are over and it's time for Woman Up. Are you making fun of me?
Yes.
Who did you choose?
Silvana Lima. She's a...
Wait,
she's
I do the introductions.
You know nothing about her.
She's a Brazilian professional surfer.
That's the whole extent of what you know about her.
Yes.
She's a professional surfer.
Like I said.
She is not considered pretty. She's really brave. She doesn't want to be a doll. She just wants to surf and be recognized for her surfing, which is pretty innovative. She surfs differently. She has no sponsors because she's not pretty, even though she's maybe one of the best in the business. She doesn't care. She's not gonna alter her image or anything. She's just sticking to what she wants.